شعور صراحة ما ينوصف إنه راح تشارك.
Asian Paints Ultima Protect Shine. शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष।
Yamaha Raise यारले दिन्छ गजब माइलेज र खर्च कम 58 किलोमिटर पर लिटर छ त अरुमा दाम।
Yes, Yamaha. Asian Paints Ultima Protect Shine. शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष।
Yamaha Raise यारले दिन्छ गजब माइलेज र खर्च कम 58 किलोमिटर पर लिटर छ त अरुमा दाम।
Yes, Yamaha. Asian Paints Ultima Protect Shine. शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष।
Yamaha Raise यारले दिन्छ गजब माइलेज र खर्च कम 58 किलोमिटर पर लिटर छ त अरुमा दाम।
Yes, Yamaha. Asian Paints Ultima Protect Shine. शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष।
Yamaha Raise यारले दिन्छ गजब माइलेज र खर्च कम 58 किलोमिटर पर लिटर छ त अरुमा दाम।
Yes, Yamaha.
प्रस्तुत छ मैंगो अनार र मिक्स फ्रुट को गुडनेस भएको तपाईको फेभरेट रियल अब नयाँ ट्रेन्डी पेट बटलमा।
Asian Paints Ultima Protect Shine. शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष।
Yamaha Raise यारले दिन्छ गजब माइलेज र खर्च कम 58 किलोमिटर पर लिटर छ त अरुमा दाम।
Yes, Yamaha. Asian Paints Ultima Protect Shine. शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष।
Unless all the style is cool and confident देखिन्छ। What's your man style?
Pro style.
प्राकृतिक पोषणयुक्त प्रो स्टाइल ड्यान्ड्रफ कन्ट्रोल हेयर ओइलले राख्छ तपाईको कपाल ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री अनि बनाउँछ तपाईलाई अलवेज स्टाइलिश कुल एन्ड कन्फिडेन्ट।
Pro style for my man.
ई-सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर को मेरो डिजिटल देश अभियान अन्तर्गत नेपालको कुनै पनि बैंक खाता वा ई-सेवा वालेटमा विदेशबाट पैसा पठाउनु हुने 6 जना भाग्यशाली विजेताले पाउनु हुनेछ सरप्राइज गिफ्ट। 1 जना भाग्यशाली सेवाग्राहीले जित्नु हुनेछ नयाँ घर, त्यो पनि काठमाडौँमा। ई-सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर अब बन्छ मेरो देश डिजिटल।
Yamaha Raise यारले दिन्छ गजब माइलेज र खर्च कम 58 किलोमिटर पर लिटर छ त अरुमा दाम।
Yes, Yamaha. प्रस्तुत छ Sense by Asian Paints. Cutting edge technology जसले दिन्छ perfect bathroom experience in every way. Sense by Asian Paints, engineered to delight.
The last mile before greatness, that is the basis, that is the time to make it your best. You gotta be bold, get out of the darkness and show your face to the world.
Has been a key element to their success. The trust he's shown in them has bred confidence. With a nation firmly behind them, Ecuador's reward for their recent achievements is the honour of facing hosts Qatar in the opening match of the tournament.
Those young players grabbed the ball to told that nothing is impossible. They did so despite the people telling them that football was not for them, that they wouldn't be given the right opportunity to get here. Despite all those negative messages, that they wouldn't be able to reach their goal, that they lacked ability, well, sometimes those messages can be misleading.
Alfaro says that his team play modern football and they can be a nightmare to come up against, particularly for the bigger nations. And Brazil coach Cheech has been tipping them actually as one of the tournament's surprise packages for quite a while now. And of course he would know as well, his side have drawn with them in each of the past 2 meetings. Only Brazil found the net more times than Ecuador actually in qualifying. Well, these are the 2 players that are going to be charged with scoring the goals, and both FIFA and Valencia have very good records for their country. It's the Ecuadorian Valencia who has the greater experience, and actually his scoring record is nearly 1 in every 2 games for his country. And of course he's been at and scored at a World Cup before, but Afif is getting his first grab at some glory tonight on this stage. Kick-off between Qatar and Ecuador in the opening match of the 2022 FIFA World Cup is closing in.
In just over 5 years, Qatar have played 80 matches and results have been impressive. Veteran forward Eder Valencia will provide our three's main goal threat and is already their all-time top scorer. No host nation has ever lost its opening match. Can Qatar continue the tradition in 2022?
So the stage is set, the talking all but over, the eyes of the world are on Qatar tonight. There is going to be an almighty roar when the first ball is cooked here. It is match 1 of 64, Qatar against Ecuador in Group A to get us underway in this FIFA World Cup, and the noise and the sounds in here are extreme. But scored on his very first appearance as well against Cameroon in Japan in 2002. We'll let you relive that moment at some point later on today, Matt. But first, your impressions of the evening so far, that opening ceremony.
I thought it was spectacular, breathtaking, really enjoyable first part of the entertainment. And I'm really looking forward to the football starting.
Most of the teams, Matt, have had around a week to prepare. Qatar's players have been working together for this one as a group since June. At the very least, they should be well organised.
I think it's been meticulous preparation. They've had multiple training camps. The manager, actually, Felix Sanchez, has been in charge since 2017. He's been coaching in Qatar since 2006. A number of the players have emerged together as well from the Aspire Academy, so they know each other very well.
What are their expectations here? They are all based in the domestic league, aren't they?
In truth, we're not entirely sure. What I would say is they've drawn in a really tough group. The Netherlands, World Cup finalists in 2010. Senegal, of course, the African champions, and Ecuador were a surprise package in South American qualifying.
Yeah, what about Ecuador? Some people do think that they could be a tough nut to crack.
Yeah, they do. I mean, the Brazilian coach Tite has spoken glowingly about them. They drew with Brazil and Argentina in that qualifying campaign. Had good wins, didn't they, against Colombia and Uruguay. It's a team full of energy and pace. I think there'll be an exciting side to watch.
Yeah, one or two big names in their team as well who play in the biggest leagues in Europe, and we have this second little ceremony just before the players come out into the arena in the spectacular stadium at Alcor, the most northerly of the venues here for this World Cup, as the flags are unveiled. That's the trophy they're all aiming for. The real one is here, inside the venue. It was presented by Marcel Desailly to the crowd a little earlier on. FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 is almost upon us. Players should be leaving the dressing room around now. Qatar and Ecuador, a large number of Ecuadorian fans inside the stadium behind the goal. They've been making plenty of noise ahead of the match. And there we are, the final few moments, the dressing room left behind. Matt, you've stood in this position. What sort of thing goes through your mind at this point?
It's a great moment. You're nervous, but you're also excited at the same time. Apprehensive, anxious, tense, edgy, all those thoughts going through your mind. To be honest, I'm at this stage visualising the game, analysing my direct opponent and thinking about my first touch, my first pass, and getting that moment right.
Here's FIFA President Gianni Infantino.
Dear friends, welcome to the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Welcome to celebrate football, because football unites the world. And now, let's welcome the teams and let the show begin. All the best for everyone.
Let the show begin indeed. And the players anxiously, nervously waiting in the bowels of the stadium. Here they come for this opening match. After 12 years of planning and preparation, it's a day to remember for the tiny country of Qatar, as they take to the field for the first time at the finals of the World Cup, and they do so as the first nation from the Arab world to host the tournament. In many ways a step into the unknown for the players in maroon, and certainly a step up, but they were Asian Cup winners 3 years ago and have been training together since the summer. Ecuador back in the finals 8 years on from their last appearance, which saw them depart following the group stage, though they did reach the round of 16 in Germany in 2006. The anthems will be next, and the first one is that of Ecuador. Ecuador arrive having kept 6 clean sheets in a row. They haven't conceded a goal since they played Argentina in March. A World Cup like no other is finally with us. I wonder what twists and turns lie in store over the next month. And with the Netherlands and Senegal, the champions of Africa, also in the group, there's an added pressure to get off to a good start here. Saad Al-Sheed, Akram Hafif and the nation's joint record goal scorer Almoez Ali will be key to their hopes. Daniele Orsato from Italy has the honour of taking charge of this opening game. He was on VAR duty in Russia 4 years ago. He also oversaw the Champions League final between Bayern and PSG a couple of years ago. The officials in the VAR hub are led by Massimiliano Irati. Hassan El Haydos there, the captain of Qatar, is ready and waiting to complete the formalities. He's waiting for Enner Valencia from Ecuador. Valencia is the only player of the 22 on the field who's previously played in the World Cup. Let's look at Ecuador's team now. Hernan Galíndez starts in goal in preference to Alexander Dominguez. The highly regarded 20-year-old Piero Hincapié of Bayer Leverkusen features at the back with Pervis Estupiñán, who's in the Premier League with Brighton. His clubmate Moises Caicedo is the heartbeat of the team. Jackson Mendes is in for Carlos Gruezo, who picked up an injury last week, while Enner Valencia is both the captain and the nation's record goal scorer. Well, it's been a long journey for Felix Sanchez with these players, many of whom he's coached for many years since their youth. They've come through the system together. Gustavo Alfaro, whose Ecuador's side have only lost one of their last 15 matches. They haven't conceded a goal for 10 hours and 6 minutes of play. Well, it's a moment of truth for these players, particularly for those of Qatar, who all play in their domestic league. The big stage for the first time. All the pressure that comes with being the hosts as well. The 21-year-old star of the Ecuadorian midfield there, Moises Caicedo. And it's the hosts who will shortly get this match underway. We're just seconds away from the FIFA World Cup. Away we go, the first match of 64 to determine the champions of the world. Qatar in the maroon against the all-yellow of Ecuador.
Slightly premature start. Of course, this game wasn't meant to be played until tomorrow. But I think it's quite right that the hosts start the tournament off.
Absolutely, and they'll be hoping not to become the first hosts or co-hosts of the World Cup to lose their opening match. 21 such previous occasions have resulted in 16 wins and 6 draws.
I think it'll be really interesting, actually, how they approach this game. And I think their best players at the top end of the pitch. But Felix Sanchez has said that he wants his team to be difficult to beat. And I think you'll probably see them play a back five at times.
Yeah, they should be well coached. Sanchez has been with them for a long, long time. He's been working in Qatar since 2006 when he went to the Aspire Academy. And as well, we shouldn't forget, Matt, that most of the Qatari players play for the same club side, Al Sadd. And until this time last year, that side was coached by Xavi, of course, who's now at Barcelona.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Half of the squad come from that club. That's a strong challenge in midfield.
First touch of the ball here for Pervis Estupiñán, but referee Orsato bringing it back. First stoppage for the challenge. A
couple of strong challenges, Pedro Miguel, on this occasion.
And it's on Moises Caicedo as well, who really is the heartbeat of this Ecuadorian side.
Yeah, the manager, Gustavo Alfaro, has said that he's got the potential to be world class.
Yeah, he's got a new partner alongside him in the heart of their midfield today, Jackson Mendes, who plays for Los Angeles in MLS, because Carlos Gruezo, who plays his football in Germany, picked up a knock last week. He's quite a key player for them, isn't he? He does a lot of the hard work in midfield.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Gruezo.
Mendes is a defensive midfielder, though, so that'll still allow Caicedo to get forward.
So Ecuador with Estupinian sending it into the penalty area, and Al-Sheed coming out and not getting hold of the ball, and it's sent into the middle. The first goal of the World Cup has been scored by Enner Valencia. And it's taken him less than 3 minutes to find the back of the net. Just the sort of start Qatar were hoping to avoid. But what a beginning for Ecuador and their captain. Valencia now their record goal scorer in the World Cup finals. It's the 4th that he scored, and it is the perfect start for the South Americans.
Well, it's been the Achilles heel of the hosts, defending set pieces and crosses, and they don't deal with this one. Ecuador keep it alive. And Enner Valencia is on hand, just a couple of yards out to nod it in. The goalkeeper makes a huge error, can't get back in goal.
It was Torres who was up from the back there, who acrobatically sent it into the middle, and a brave header from Valencia.
It was a brave header. Of course, he's the one with World Cup experience, scored 3 goals in the 2014 World Cup, and he's added to that tally with another tonight. It's the perfect start for Ecuador, and the one that the hosts were hoping to avoid.
They are checking for a possible offside leading to that goal. That's why referee Daniele Orsato has yet to allow the match to recommence. Well, the first moment of drama, the goal itself, the second, the outcome as to whether it will stand. Anxious moments for both sets of players.
He doesn't seem too worried, Enner Valencia. Well, there you go.
And the goal has been disallowed. Let off there. It must have been close. Valencia doesn't have his goal. Felix Sanchez and Qatar have a let-off for this defensive mix-up.
Well, it's very tight, isn't it? When they win the first header, that must be where Enner Valencia's offside from the first header. Well, relief for Qatar, who thought they'd gone behind early in the game.
And collected at the back there briefly by Hincapié, and Ecuador back in possession. Here's Estupinian, who had a couple of great years with Villarreal in La Liga, won the Europa League in 2021 and got to the Champions League semi-finals with Unai Emery's team. Unai Emery, of course, who's now moved on, and as has Estupinian with Brighton and Hove Albion on the south coast in England in the Premier League.
It was a hectic start to the game.
Very.
I guess we expected that.
Here's Pedro Miguel. And a little flick forward chased by Almoizali, but was always very much third favourite to get to the ball there. And Galindez quick to roll it back in, and I think we'll see quite a bit of Estupinian. He loves to attack at every available opportunity down the Ecuadorian left.
Yeah, he does love to get forward, and likewise actually the right back Preciado as well. He's the same. The two fullbacks for Ecuador both like to bomb on.
Here's Caicedo, who's showing no ill effects from that heavy early challenge from Miguel.
He's a robust character, Moises Caicedo, a real box-to-box midfielder.
Little flick played infield there by Hassan El Haydos, the captain of Qatar, their number 10.
Got deeper and deeper as time's gone on. He started as a forward and now in midfield, but he does like to drift into those forward areas. Centre of the pitch, he's a real calming presence, and they need that as well. Just try and get some composure in their game.
Estupinian sends it forward, the header down by Valencia. And it was just a little too far in front of Gonzalo Plata. Omam Ahmed, one of those coming into the team, playing on the left-hand side of the defence. Shaped on that throw-in. Caicedo was hoping that it would fall his way. Sent out wide by Jackson Mendes. Here's Estupinian. Support on the near side, and Romario Ibarra. Ecuador so close to giving themselves the perfect platform at the start of this game, with a goal inside 3 minutes. Once more, well, they've decided that the goalkeeper, Al-Sheed, not terribly comfortable with the ball in the air.
Clearly something they've identified. They've hit that long ball a couple of times already and delivered a couple of crosses into the area.
Little layoff there by Ibarra. Estupinian. Almost a perfect ball, but Pedro Miguel able to send it away. He'll be under pressure again here, and there'll be a free kick for the challenge coming in on Valencia.
Yes, another chance for Ecuador to throw the ball into the area. And Valencia, a lively start to the game.
Pervis Estupinian will take this free kick. The thicket of players there on the edge of the penalty area for referee Daniele Orsato to keep his eye on.
The Qatari defence trying to keep the ball away from the goalkeeper.
Estupinian in. The ball repelled by Boudiaf. Preciado away to the far side. Gonzalo Plata now with the first run at the defence. Good defensive play there by Abdul Karim Hassan.
Well, they're looking to outnumber Qatar in the wide areas. They've had some early joy. Well tracked on this occasion.
Yeah, did well there. First time we've seen Plata have a real run at the defence. Plata, who plays his football in Spain with Real Valladolid. And it will be a corner. Very positive start made by Ecuador here in this opening match. More pressure there for Boulem Kuki and the home defence to deal with.
Yeah, Ecuador have been tipped by many to be perhaps a surprise package at this World Cup, and they've started this game well.
Spotted something not entirely to his liking in the vicinity of the penalty spot. Remember, it was Valencia who got his head on the ball to put it into the net in the 3rd minute. It's Gonzalo Plata who will take this corner.
Somewhat surprising, they haven't got anybody on the goalkeeper. You would think after the nervous start that he's had to the game, they try and disrupt him. Now all of a sudden they do.
They do, and it's Caicedo. Al-Sheed is being protected by one of his defenders, Bassam El-Rawi. Towards that near post area, but dealt with well by the Qatari defence.
Calls.
It was wayward there from Torres on this occasion, though. Let's have a look at this offside decision here, Matt. It has to be really close.
Yeah, it does. The goalkeeper comes a long way. It doesn't get anything on the ball. And when the header comes in,
know when to call offside or not, because the acceleration of the ball is marked as soon as it's touched.